Some football rules are obvious. Offside, handball, red cards. But did you know a goalkeeper can't pick up a back pass? Or that a player can't get a yellow card for celebrating a disallowed goal? Football has some strange rules that most fans have never even heard of. Some are meant to keep the game fair, while others, well, they just don't make much sense. From referees getting substituted to players being banned from taking throw-ins, this sport has some of the weirdest rules ever. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll start seeing football in a completely different way. Ready to have your mind blown? Let's go! Did you know that in football, a player cannot be offside from a goal kick, corner, or throw-in? Yes, even if they stand behind every defender, the flag won't go up. Let's break it down. Normally, if a player is behind the last defender when they receive a pass, it's offside. But if the ball comes from a goal kick, a corner, or a throw-in, offside does not apply. Why does this rule exist? Simple. These set pieces restart the game, and football's rules don't want to limit attacking play too much. This has led to some crazy moments in matches. Stoke City's Rory Delap was famous for his super long throw-ins. His teammates could sneak behind defenders without worrying about offside. Goalkeepers can also kick the ball over everyone, straight to a fast striker. Some teams like Liverpool and Manchester City use this trick to surprise opponents. Even at corners, a player could stand right in front of the goal and still be onside. It's a rule that many don't know, but when used well, it can change a game. Red cards aren't just for in-game antics. A player can actually be sent off before the match even begins. If someone misbehaves during warm-ups or while entering the pitch, the referee has the authority to show them a red card. Now, what does this mean for the team? If the ejected player was in the starting 11, the team faces a tough spot. They have to start the game with 10 players instead of the usual 11. No substitutions allowed to fill that gap. However, if the player sent off was a substitute, the team can replace them. But they lose that substitution option for later in the game. This rule isn't just theoretical. It has real-world implications. For instance, in December 2021, during the Paraguayan Super Cup final, goalkeeper Zon Fernandez of Cerro Porteño was sent off before kickoff. He made a provocative gesture towards opposing fans during the pre-match activities, which was caught on VAR. The referee, after reviewing the footage, had no choice but to send him off, leaving his team scrambling before the game even started. So, let's say a player takes a free kick and, oops, sends it straight into their own net. Goal for the other team, right? Nope, it doesn't count as an own goal. Instead, the referee gives the other team a corner kick. Same deal with throw-ins. If a player somehow manages to throw the ball into their own goal without anyone touching it, the opposition gets, you guessed it, a corner kick. Sounds weird, right? But there's a reason for this rule. Otherwise, a team could just intentionally score an own goal from a set piece to reset play or waste time. FIFA wasn't going to let that happen. Of course, actual own goals are totally legal. If the ball deflects off a player or they accidentally tap it past their own keeper, it counts. Just ask Liverpool's Jamie Carragher. He scored 7 own goals in his career. So, next time you see a bizarre goal, check if it came from a throw-in or free kick. If it did, no goal. Just an embarrassing corner kick for the other team. Goalkeepers have a special privilege. They can use their hands. But once they release the ball, that's it. No second chances. If a keeper drops, rolls, or throws the ball back into play, they cannot pick it up again until another player touches it. If they do, boom, indirect free kick for the other team. This rule exists for a reason, to stop time wasting. Otherwise, a goalkeeper could just grab the ball, roll it forward, pick it up again, and repeat until the other team dies of boredom. FIFA was not going to allow that. And yet this rule has led to some hilarious moments. One famous incident? In 1998, Colombia's goalkeeper Farid Mondragon forgot the rule and picked the ball up after releasing it. That gave Tunisia a free kick right in the box. They scored. Painful. So goalkeepers, once you let go, no takebacks. Unless, of course, you want to risk an indirect free kick and an awkward highlight reel moment that will live on forever. Yes, a coach can actually play in the game, as long as they're registered as a player. This isn't some FIFA glitch, it's a real rule, mostly seen in lower leagues and international tournaments. One of the best examples, Gianluca Vialli. Back in the late 90s, he wasn't just managing Chelsea, he was playing for them too. He led the team from the sidelines and on the pitch, scoring goals and making tactical decisions at the same time. Talk about multitasking. Of course, you won't see Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp subbing themselves in at halftime. Top-tier leagues don't allow it. Otherwise, Mourinho might have been out there diving for penalties. Still, in lower divisions, it's a lifesaver when a team is short on players. A coach who's still in shape can jump in and help. Just imagine your 45-year-old manager bossing the midfield against kids half his age. Legendary. Or embarrassing. Depends on how it goes. Yes, corner flags are non-negotiable. No flags, no game. It's actually in the laws of the game. A match can't start or continue without them. Now you might think, why do we even need them? Well, apart from stopping players from taking shortcut throw-ins, they help referees judge if the ball has fully crossed the line. Plus, in windy conditions, they give a hint about the wind direction. A little bonus for set-piece specialists. There have been matches where the game was delayed just because the flags were missing. In some local leagues, refs have even refused to start games until someone ran to the nearest store to buy makeshift flags. Imagine losing 3 points because someone forgot a stick with fabric on it. And fun fact, corner flags aren't just random poles. In England, clubs that have won the FA Cup are allowed to use triangular flags instead of square ones. A small, classy flex. Goalkeepers used to have it way too easy. Before 1992, defenders could just keep passing the ball back, and the keeper would pick it up, waste time, and repeat. Games turned into boring passing drills. So FIFA said, enough, and introduced the back pass rule. Now, if a teammate deliberately passes the ball with their foot, the keeper can't pick it up. They have to use their feet, which, let's be honest, not all goalkeepers are great at. And when they mess up, chaos. But here's where it gets interesting. If the ball is passed with a head, chest, or knee, the keeper can grab it, meaning some defenders have gotten creative, intentionally flicking the ball up just so the keeper can handle it. Smart or sneaky? You decide. And if a keeper does pick up a back pass, boom, indirect free kick inside the box. A nightmare for goalkeepers. So yeah, keepers aren't just shot stoppers anymore. They need to know how to play football too. You ever notice that when a player gets subbed in, they never take a throw-in or a corner immediately? Well, that's not a coincidence. It's a rule. A substitute must fully enter the field before they can take a set piece. That means no sneaky tactics where a fresh player sprints straight to the corner flag or grabs the ball for a quick throw-in. FIFA isn't letting teams pull fast ones. Why? Because it could be used as an unfair advantage. Imagine a team winning a last-minute corner. They quickly sub on their best crosser who delivers a perfect assist. Unfair, right? That's exactly what this rule prevents. There have been cases where players forgot this rule, tried to take a quick throw, and the ref just stared at them like, "Nice try, buddy." So next time you see a sub hesitating near the sideline, they're not being shy. They're just waiting for the green light to actually touch the ball. Yes, even referees can be substituted. If a ref gets injured or just can't continue, the game doesn't just stop. Instead, one of the assistant referees or the fourth official steps in to take over. Now, this doesn't happen often, but when it does, it can be hilarious. In a 2018 Bundesliga match, referee Guido Winkman got hit right in the face with the ball. He tried to continue but eventually had to be replaced. Imagine explaining that. "Yeah, I had to leave work early because a football knocked me out." Sometimes it's not just injuries. Heat exhaustion, cramps, or even forgetting their whistle. Yes, it has happened. Can force a ref off the pitch. In 2014, a South American match saw a fourth official step in after the main ref pulled a muscle. Players were probably thinking, wait, we can sub the ref? Can we pick who replaces him? So yes, if a referee ever limps off, don't be surprised if a new one just magically appears. Yes, you can get punished for celebrating a goal that doesn't even count. Sounds unfair, right? But that's exactly what the rules say. If a player takes off their shirt after scoring and VAR cancels the goal, the yellow card still stands. One of the most famous examples, Mikel Antonio in 2021. He broke a cardboard cutout of himself while celebrating, only to have the goal ruled out. The cutout was gone, the card was given, and the goal didn't even count. It's all about keeping the game in control, and FIFA doesn't want players wasting time or starting a mosh pit every time the ball hits the net. And with VAR checking almost every goal, this rule can really come back to bite players. So the next time a player sprints into the stands, pulls off their shirt, or does 5 backflips, they better wait for VAR first. And hey, if you don't want to miss more wild football facts, subscribe.